Welcome back to the Brodie podcast. I'm your host Daniel. Today joined by my co-host Kevin.
What's up, y'all?
How are we feeling today? This is coming a little late too, but
A day late, but
you can see Kevin. He's excited. His Spurs got the victory.
oh
Well,
my god.
our Spurs.
No, you can't claim the Spurs, bro. After we
I've
just
been
had
a-
that
I've
heated,
been a Spurs
we had
fan.
that heated conversation. You can't
No,
claim
no,
the
no.
Spurs. The fans have
No,
spoken.
I can't ride with the
The
Knicks.
fans have spoken, bro. Daniel is not a Lakers fan. He's a Knicks fan, bro.
Yo, that's insane. While I'm wearing
The
Lakers
posing,
stuff,
bro. The
that's
posing
insane.
is crazy.
Yeah,
This-
I am a Knicks fan. Oof.
I think it's okay though. It's okay. You don't like Jalen Brunson, but you're a Knicks fan. You think Karl Anthony Towns is the best player in the league. It's just one of those things that it's just like.
Karl
But,
Anthony Towns the
guys,
best player in the
When
league.
I tell you that the energy difference of the
Game
pod
two?
because
Oh.
Wemby won and went off for 30 and had a great game, 11 for 18, Daniel. And let's just start off. Let's just start off the analysis. We're gonna talk about Game 3. You guys know. You guys probably saw. I know. I was sweating through that. I'm not saying that the Spurs gave to the Knicks or
BTA to
anything,
the Knicks.
but at the same time, like the Spurs did what they needed to do. Wemby went in, set the tone from the jump. Let's talk about dunking on Anunoby, getting Karl Anthony Towns in foul trouble because he was going to the rack. I think his first 4 buckets
Were from the rim.
were from right there from 10 feet or below.
Did you notice something else about that too? On his first buckets, it wasn't him creating the bucket. It was him being the finisher of the bucket. It was
Yes.
somebody creating for him, which I think is great.
You are 7'5", bro. You should not every single time. You don't gotta be the
Exact-
point. You don't
yeah.
gotta be. You don't gotta,
You don't gotta be
CP.
ISO
You don't gotta
ball.
be Steph. You just gotta be Wemby, bro. Be
And
Wemby.
create that
Get in
presence,
there.
which he was doing.
Get Cat in foul trouble. Get these guys in foul trouble. They cannot hold you. Literally, they literally are holding you onto you every play. Low-key,
Every play they're grabbing him.
The NBA would be in trouble if they gave the Spurs infinite challenges. Because low-key, Mitch Johnson could throw 10 challenges a game.
Yeah.
Swear every time it was like
They're gonna
"Oh,
look at the
that's a
replay
yoink.
and they're gonna be
That's a
like,
yank.
"Ooh.
That's one of those cross, but that's a flag. At that point, they're playing football with that boy.
Like, what the hell? They're going to bring
But-
out the red card, the yellow card.
But I really enjoyed the game. How did you like it? Did you how was it losing probably money on the Spurs or on the
Because
Knicks?
the Spurs won,
Yeah,
because I bet on the
Spurs-
Knicks. I enjoyed the first quarter.
I know I was blowing you up and you were avoiding my text, but
No. It's because I was trying to look at the plays, look at what's going on. Because I was watching with my wife, and I told her specifically, this is the time when we need to pay attention in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, because this is a time where they like to give up, they like to give up those runs, and what a difference, bro! What a difference from game 2 and
They
game
tried.
1.
Spurs tried to give
They
them a run.
you can see
I'm
it
not
at
gonna lie to
times. You can see it at times, but they did a better job at finishing their buckets than they did previously. They had more of a fire to them, and I don't know completely if it's because Wemby was not doing the ISO plays as much. I'm gonna say yes, just because he's less tired.
So you think Wemby's just doing too much?
I think the first 2 games he was doing too much. He needs to be that presence of, I'm going to finish for you. I'm not going to do the whole process, basically. I'm going to get you to finish, basically. You feel me? Or is that a pause moment?
I
think that's a proud moment.
I don't know. That's a pride moment.
When Wemby gets down there and he's the shining diamond that everybody's trying to get, it just creates. That's how they got on their run in the first quarter.
I feel like the Spurs always smack them in the mouth, though. To be honest with you, they always start off and it's like they're up.
But
10,
that's how
and
usually
no one
they
cares because they know
because
the
they
Knicks are
come
gonna
back.
come right back.
But that's because they start playing their little ISO ball.
They take out Wemby for however long, and then they kind of take advantage.
They
of
take
Kornet.
advantage of that stuff because
Yeah.
Wemby needs a rest. Remember, Wemby during the regular season was only playing 30 minutes a game, type thing, and now he's bumping it up to 45, 40
I
minutes.
told you that was a
Like-
factor. He's young. It's their first time playing this deep into any sort of basketball. at all. Especially, this is going to be the highest level that he's ever played.
Oh, 100%.
This far into the season.
Yes.
Next year, it's scary hours. If they don't win it for whatever reason this year, next year for sure, now that he has all this conditioning, now that he has that experience. But it looks like, Daniel, Spurs at 6 is still alive.
Oh, that's it does.
Saying.
I mean, do you remember the conversation we had last episode where I was like, what's wrong with the home? What's wrong? Why can't they defend home? This one gave me a little more faith of like, okay, I guess home doesn't matter anymore.
It's giving...
Because if Spurs come out tomorrow and win, their Knicks home too.
When the Spurs come out tomorrow.
Then the person who wins the series is whoever wins home first. And that's the series it becomes. Because they're gonna go back to San Antonio. If Knicks win, they're gonna go back to New York. San Antonio wins, and then Game 7's in San Antonio, and it's can they defend home at that point?
The Knicks have given us a lot of great series like that. Where do you remember that series against Detroit last year?
Was it against last year?
It was it was last year because it was like, oh, Cade's got this next year. You know, it was that moment because Cade took Detroit would either win all their games at home or the Knicks would win all their games at home, and it's like then it was like whoever wins on the road is gonna take this one. And I think the Knicks were the ones
but that's why it's like a different flip.
It's a flip, but it's like the same concept.
Oh yeah,
Someone's gotta win that one.
Someone's gotta win an away game, and I mean a
home. Someone's gotta defend home court here. Someone's got to come in and be like, they're not going to win here. Not today.
And that's a weird factor because it's usually you're good at defending home. Yeah. And then getting those away games are the tough part. You hope to get one away game, but 2 away games, you're in the bag. But in this situation, you don't want to end up like the Suns in a reverse faction.
Knows. I told you last pod, bro.
He does know.
But at the end of the day, Spurs, it's just one game. You're still digging yourself out of a hole. Even if you win next game, it's tied 2-2.
I think once it's tied 2-2, it's a clean slate, and that's when the series really starts. If they win. If they don't win and they're down 3-1.
Well, if they don't win tomorrow, you still have them winning in 7 according to your prediction last. You thought they were going to lose yesterday or the other day.
I did.
And you were like, they'll come back, though. They'll win 4 straight.
They'll be the team to do it. 3-0, they'll come back 4-0.
But
so how are you calling me a Knicks fan if I'm over here rooting with them to the impossible?
You can be a Knicks fan at heart and still have a dumb take where it's like, oh, this
and then ride with the take?
Yeah. Like sometimes you just got to, in your heart, you can't go with the home, with your heart pick. And then, so it leaves you an excuse for after the series is over. It's like, I had the Knicks, all that.
Yeah, bro, you really knew I had the Knicks.
Mr. Safe Take over here.
Okay, but, I'm going to hit you with it, though. I'm be like, I did tell you Knicks had a chance.
But what I'm saying, in terms of the Spurs, I thought they had a great game plan. I thought they came in and they were like, we're going to play physical, and I don't care if the refs call it or not. And the refs were indeed not calling it. Shout out them for Spurs fans. I think everyone else watching basketball was like, how is that not a foul? How's this, that? At the end of the day, it's if you leave the game in the hands of the refs, you're just playing a gamble that they're going to make the calls go your way. At the end of the day, I've had games, I've had Ravens games. You can ask me as a fan. We've seen Lakers games. We've seen stuff like that where it's like the referees are so inconsistent. We've seen it all this playoffs. Maybe it's an actual conversation to have after the season, but we can't just at this point pinpoint play after. You can make a compilation after every game. Wemby can come out and say, hey, he's grabbing me every single play. What are we calling? All because I hit. Obviously, their fouls that the Spurs were committing or the issues that the refs were missing at that point, that they were letting him get away with, were more egregious. I mean, Wemby smacking Jalen Brunson in the top of the head, basically going, yeah, what's up, little boy?
When he shoved him to the ground?
It's under review for a flagrant 1.
It was ruled not.
It's official?
Yeah, I think it was official that they said it was good.
I think because then Wemby, fun fact, if that would have been ruled a flagrant 1, he was 1 point away for flagrants, that he would be up for suspension.
Oh, wow.
After that. Yeah, so it would be something where if you got a 2 or a 1 after that, it could be up in the air for a suspension. And no one wants to see that. So I think the league, if the league didn't give him a fine or anything to Nas Reed, I don't think they were going to do much.
They didn't fine him for that?
They didn't find him for that.
I thought they did.
And remember, I don't even think he didn't even do a 1-game suspension for that either. So
No, he's too valuable.
it's just like, hey, it is what it is.
It's
at
Nas
that point.
Reed, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, buddy.
Hey,
Nas
Nas
Reed.
is a bucket. When he
Against
wants
the
to be.
Lakers, he's
When
a
he wants to
bucket.
be.
Anybody else?
But
Kind of a normal player, if you ask me.
let's talk about the Knicks this game. The Knicks didn't come out and have a
Wait,
good
wait,
game.
wait. We didn't finish our praises for some of the Spurs player.
Oh, there's some. I thought we were gonna do that at the very end. I don't want to just go all Spurs and then batter the Knicks
we
at
can
the
do.
end. You know?
We can do Knicks.
What I'm saying is just like obviously you had a very high. Like there's gonna be a lot of players that we can highlight from this. Wemby, Stephon Castle's a huge first half that he had. Kind of quiet in the second, but his defense was phenomenal. Like throughout the entirety of the game. Dylan Harper is showing up again. De'Aaron hit a big shot, and he was out there not turning the ball over.
Big shot, De'Aaron.
But again, he had a bad offensive night. How many of those is he going to have, like, continuously going
pretty
on?
bad night.
All right, Daniel, we got to talk about your boy, Karl Anthony Towns. After we praise to every Spurs player I just mentioned, you can go into specifics after. But you were really big in telling me, and I try to save your ass, bro. I tried to save your ass last pod. I was like, Daniel, Cat is not being asked to have the same role as Wemby. And he is not outplaying necessarily Wemby in the way that Wemby has to be a superstar in order for the Spurs to win in this series. Cat does not need to he does not need to be the Knicks superstar. That's Jalen Brunson's role. And
I mean to go at that. I don't think I ever
Cat needs
said
to be
that
a star.
Cat is on the same level as
You were trying to tell me that he was
Wemby?
outplaying Wemby.
He was.
Which, in a context, was.
But that's
it kind of
nitpicking.
felt, yeah, but it kind of felt like you were saying, like, almost like if you had to compare, like, what they were doing, but they're not the same player. Like,
It's like if I said Dylan Harper is a better player than De'Aaron Fox. It sounds egregious. But at the end of the day, when you look at them side to side, Dylan Harper's outplaying De'Aaron Fox. Like, we know De'Aaron Fox is a better player, and he's asked to do a lot more than Dylan Harper. He is. I mean, he's the leading guard.
I like Dylan Harper.
I know it's pretty hard.
That's kind of hard because those are very comparable players. I feel like because they're both guards.
I mean, in a couple years, maybe Dylan Harper is so fun. I feel like next year he can already be a superstar.
See what I mean, though?
But
Wait,
they're not being asked to do the same thing, and we know you have to see that that's true.
Yeah.
They're not asked to do the same
But
thing.
then-
One's
but no
held
one
on a
said-
higher standard than the other one is.
Yeah, but
one's
saying-
a rookie for Christ's sake, Kevin.
But
Come
saying
on.
one is better than the other
I say
could be objectively true in that case.
that's what I'm saying. So Cat was
But-
better game 1 and 2.
Cat is playing better at his role than Wemby is. I feel like is a better statement than Cat is outplaying Wemby.
I'm gonna call it like it is. I thought Cat was just the better player. It is what it is.
That's a
Look,
crazy take.
and now we see that the
Someone
Spurs
clip that.
win.
When Wemby's holding up the
Wemby had
finals MVP.
Wemby got his
This is
30
for all
piece.
you.
He had his performance he needed to have to win, correct? While Cat had a very terrible performance. So kind of proves to my point where you need Cat to have that elevated play
I might be
for the
able to
Knicks
give
to
you his
win.
exact stat line because I bet on it. I think he had 11 points, maybe his 12 rebounds. So he had a double-double. Isn't that good enough? That's good enough.
That's
That's
not
good enough for you. That's what he
Cat,
does.
Cat needs to have a little bit more than that, buddy. Come
He
on,
was
you
out
know
there
that.
getting blocked by De'Aaron Fox
You
in
know
the
that.
fourth.
What was his last game stat? Not the game 3, but game 2, game 1. He was in
20
his
points.
20s. So you're missing a good amount of points from his end, which you need.
But
My argument also is not that he's the number one, obviously. We know that Wemby is the number one.
I just think when you compare the two, it's very misleading just because they play a similar position and they're guarding each other.
They play the same position, and at times they guard each other. But at the end of the day, it's who's in by the eye of the game, who's been playing better. I'm gonna give it to Cat. Game 3 goes to Wemby, obviously.
I think game
He's
3
had-
just makes it, just defines that there's levels to this.
Which is true. Who is the better player? Like, who am I taking? It's Wemby, obviously. But who's been playing better?
I think
I say it's Cat.
I
But
think
again,
Wemby's game 3 is so much better than Cat's games 1 through 3.
that's fine.
I would
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
would just say that.
That's why-
Respectfully, though. Respect.
Yeah,
like
that's
I said,
why-
Cat is really good at his role. And that's just like, I'm thinking of him
But
as
that's
a
why one
star
team
role
is
player.
up 2 and the other one has
Well,
one
they're
win.
up 1 now,
Oh, yeah.
respectfully. And
At
they're about
that
to
time.
be tied.
Well, we don't know that.
They're about
But
to be
I'm
tied.
just saying. To clear that up, I wish Cat had a better game. Not because I want to see him win, but I'm growing fond of Cat a little bit more than usual.
And he's good. Like I said, he's really good.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
been
he's
playing
solid.
really solid.
Really solid.
Really good.
Like DeAndre Ayton's
Out
solid.
playing Wemby the first 2 games. Third game, I didn't think he got enough touches. I didn't think there was enough plays drawn up for him.
He's big purr, bro.
His defense was okay. His offense was not there. He just needs.
He looks so much stronger than Wemby, too.
I think he is
But
just stronger.
last game, he just like he was grabbing onto him. It could be. Do you think fatigue is in it? Like it's just like I know they had an extra day's rest, but it's like maybe they're tired because they're not used to playing these gritty. I mean, both games could have gone either way in games 1 or 2. Maybe they're just not used to a close series other
1
than
or
they
2?
all are.
You mean 2 and 3? I think 1 was.
No, I mean 1 and 2 could have gone either way as well. So maybe that's why they're not blowing the Spurs out, you know? So they're playing to a team. I'm not saying that they didn't deserve to win, but what I'm saying is like maybe they're not
It sounds like it.
his body just or like maybe also it's wearing on the Knicks that the fact that they've been able to just blow through their competition.
You
and
think
it's
they're
like,
getting comfortable a little bit
I don't
and
know
kind of
about-
letting that comfortability? Not saying that they're feeling like, oh, we're winning the finals, but I'm saying like
I think
they're
two
like,
things-
I'm comfortable with the lead-ish that I'm like not playing to my full.
Well, to be fair, they've been down in a lot of these games, so I don't think
Mm.
they're comfortable with any lead. Oh, you mean like overall games?
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I don't think that's what happened in 3. I think what's happening is 2 things can be true. The Spurs came in emotionally and physically beat up from this OKC 7-game slugfest that it was. And I think the Knicks came in fresher but weren't used to a slugfest other than with Atlanta, but that was so far ago. Like, you know, they didn't have to face like a physical team like maybe Boston, maybe Detroit that would have given them probably more of like a actual beating than like, you know, than the finesse team in Cleveland, like kind of played them. So if you see like now after games 1 and 2, the Knicks came in fresher in game 1, sure, but after playing the Spurs physicality after 2 games, maybe that kind of took a toll on them a little bit going into game 3, where I think both teams at that point are on, maybe for game 4, on an even playing level in terms of physicality, tiredness. Like, you know, we're getting our legs, like, you know, whoever's going to be tired and is going to perform in game 4 is they're just set to perform now. Like, there's no excuses there. Like, game 3 was the one that kind of smacked them and it kind of hit them. Now the Knicks should be ready to go, and we should be in for a great game 4. I think in my head
That could be a case. It can also just be that the Knicks just had one bad game. One of your star role players, Mikal Bridges, shot terribly. Your Karl Anthony Towns did a pretty terrible game.
but OG had 28. Josh Hart had 16. Jalen Brunson had, I think, almost close to 10 to 12 points in the 4th quarter alone.
Yeah.
Damn, how much more than you need? You need Landry Shamet to have more than 15 points every single game? You
those
can't
guys.
depend on that, though.
Yes, but at a certain
The Spurs
point,
are going to lock down 1 or 2 of them.
Okay.
And maybe they found a formula. Maybe it's like, hey, get Cat into foul trouble by getting physical with Wemby, and then take their center out the whole game. And hey, your Brunson's gonna get his. And if someone else needs to get theirs, hey, it'll keep them in the game. But it's like at the end of the day, I would rather have Josh Hart go off from 3 than Cat, you know, get going and also be rebounding and also be cooking like whoever's on him, because then he becomes a physical matchup nightmare.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if the next game, Cat and Mikal Bridges are on their A game, and what do you do there?
But
And
what
you
I-
can't, and all the only thing you're locking down is Josh Hart.
I think that's
that
the
becomes
game
an
plan.
issue.
I think that becomes like Cat's been a centralized focus of that defensive game plan.
So Cat is a really big factor in this game.
I think getting him in trouble with Wemby is
Getting
a huge
him
plus.
out the game is a huge plus.
I think because
he's
I think there's
actually
2 players.
a good player.
I think well, I never said he wasn't a good player. I said like DeAndre Ayton's a really
The
good
way
player.
whoa.
So,
You just brought
nah,
up that name?
I'm just giving Cat a little bit of shit because it's like sometimes because there's 2 players of Cat that I see personally. What I see in Cat is that I see a player that's a number 1 pick. He's awesome. He's giving all his all on the defensive end. And that's the player that doesn't get flustered because he doesn't have a foul count, you know? That's the player that can, in the first half, he can go off because if you get 1 or 2 fouls, it's not too much of a big deal.
Was
But
he in foul trouble this game?
he was in foul trouble. He got to 4 early in the third, which is
Was
what
he?
took him out. Yeah, because remember, they were subbing him in and out for Mitchell Robinson at some points. And he looked exhausted too. And he was having a bad second half. So it makes sense that they try to put like someone else on there because of that. But he did have quick fouls in terms of the fourth. And going into game 2, he also picked up 2 quick dumb fouls in the third, also leading him to not have any buckets in the fourth because he was so tentative after that. Like, Cat is known and notorious, even from his days in Minnesota, it was so frustrating to watch because you were rooting for that team to win something, that it just leads to dumb fouls, and it takes him so much out of his game. He becomes a completely different person.
Basically, what I'm saying about Cat is that there's 2 different kind of players that you kind of see there, and it really just gets triggered by that foul trouble. I'm gonna let you defend your boy a little bit, but like I said, I don't think he scored in the fourth quarter, which is a very interesting stat throughout the entire series so far, which is crazy.
I mean, I think that was brought up because they lost. I don't think it gets brought up if they won. I don't think that becomes relevant at all. Like, I don't care. I don't think people will care. Again, I like Cat. I'm growing fond of him, but I'm not gonna die on the hill of like he's my favorite all time or something. But I just don't see him having the same performance he had tonight again tomorrow. I'm rooting for the Spurs, so if he can have that same performance,
No, he's not.
hopefully he can. But I don't see it. I don't see Mikal Bridges being a non-factor. Also, getting in early foul trouble and then he wasn't able to find his shot. Every time he shot something, it felt like he was like testing the waters.
I can see him having 0 impact next game
Mikal?
because I saw it in Phoenix.
Oh,
Saw it in Phoenix.
I don't know.
He cost CP. No, I'm just kidding.
He's
I'm not
more.
gonna-
I hate you. He cost CP his only chance. I just don't think he's gonna have a stinker again. I mean, who knows? At this point, I'm rooting for the Spurs, but it can go either way, man. Like game 4 can really be a Nick like shut down on the Spurs, and that's when it becomes dangerous at that point. But Mikal needs to do better. Cat needs to do better. Jalen Brunson's giving his heart out. Them leaving Josh Hart open and he's able to get these buckets. At a certain point, you're going to have to kind of defend them a little bit so they don't come back. Because there's a lot of buckets, too, where he didn't shoot. He had an open look, but he passed it up. Imagine if he would have taken those and he was hitting. Like, that game could have gone completely different if he was able to hit those other shots, if he was
Can you imagine
looking
if
for
Wemby could have hit that last shot against them
the
in game 2?
3-point foul? Is that one?
No, in
Oh, you're
in
talking
game
about
2.
the
I'm
game
just saying,
winner?
like, you can also
The
say that.
potential?
Yeah, you can
No,
say
no,
that
no, I
about-
know, but that's also just a game winner. I'm talking about shots he's just giving up type thing. And obviously, Josh Hart is not the
I think
not,
I'd
not
rather
like
give
the
those
X like the hugest X factor. But I still think I'm gonna put some respect on his name that he is an X factor. He's the grittiest player on the team, and he's out here doing a lot of the stuff the other players are not gonna do. But at the end of the day, hopefully they don't have the same performance. I want to see a better game 4 from the Knicks offensively. I want to see them actually score a lot, like cohesively, where it doesn't seem like every bucket they need is gonna bring them back. Basically, not every bucket needs to be a 3-pointer. Like they can get like these easy transitional 2s, but it all depends on what type of Knick team we get tomorrow. I don't know if we want to transition to the Spurs and give them their final praises.
I think I think what they showed in this game is that they can win a close one. I feel like that's kind of been like the little lost narrative that a lot of people weren't talking about, is that they were losing in these closer battles. Like they were losing like the turnover battle in the clutchest minutes. And obviously it became like a Wemby topic, a hot topic of this and that. But it was like also a lot of the younger guys were doing dumb stuff. Like, you know, like it was like growing pains. It was what you want to call it. But they would choke leads. You don't choke that with one player. Like Wemby isn't out there and he's costing them a 13-point run. Like, you know, it's a team collective. And I feel like what they showed is that they understand that from that OKC series, runs are gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to put your head over water. And while Jesus, they tried to give that game away in some cases, they were down 7 at halftime. It was looking grim because Josh Hart was hitting 3 after 3 after 3. OG couldn't miss if he would have just shot more.
That OG, corner 3, bro.
Was insane. Like I said, even to the last moments of the game, you got OG hitting a 3, and there's 9 seconds left in the ball game. Like, it's just, ridiculous. So the Spurs need to understand this is going to be a full game. We are looking at 4 quarters. We are looking at the whole game where you guys need to press on their necks. If you get a lead, continue doing what you're doing right. Stop turning the ball over. Just lock in on the team that you can be. And I feel like these young guys, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, showed that he's got heart. De'Aaron passing the ball to Stephon Castle for that to get fouled and take those clutch free throws. How do you feel about the respect that he has from his teammates on that team?
You're talking about
the final play where it's it's OG just hit the 3, De'Aaron gets an inbound pass inside,
and him giving it
with
up
9 seconds left, and he gives it up to kill some more clock, and he gives it up to Stephon. Stephon gets fouled. Obviously, this is a second-year player. How do you feel what does that show you about this team and how much they trust Stephon as well?
I don't know if I just think it was the best basketball move. I don't think De'Aaron makes that pass. If it was a Luke Cornett or something out there, or maybe a Keldon Johnson out there.
We're talking about a second-year player, though. He's not known for his free throw shooting.
No, I know, but he's still, at the end of the day, you're trying to run down the clock. You're trying not to get fouled so quickly. And I think giving it out to Stephon Castle, who's on the 3, you get 3 attempts, you're making 2 out of 3 if worst case scenario. You understand me? I don't
he
think
didn't shoot it. He just got fouled.
Oh, he didn't end up shooting free throws in that point?
No, he shot free throws, but he shot 2.
Oh, no, I know. I'm saying.
He needed
But I'm
both.
saying, if he's put in that position where, I need to bang this or not, and you're in this position of shooting, and you get fouled, you get your 3. You understand me? I'm not saying you're trying to run out the clock, but we've seen this situations before. I think it was the Cavs Knicks series where it was late in the shot clock, and I think it was James Harden who comes up with the 3, and he gets they get baited into fouling him when he's trying to be in the clutch moment, and they get a foul and they shoot 3 free throws. Just being at that outside line, you're getting more time to play with. So I don't think it was I trust you, Stephon, take the lead. I think it was more this is the smartest play, and I trust Stephon to
I just think
guide the rock.
personally he took a gamble in throwing the rock because you pass it, deflection. Josh Hart's right there. You got 3 Knicks players.
I didn't see it like that. Where it was
I just think it's it could lead to Stephon's not expecting the pass. Pass it to him. He's so close to the baseline that you never know.
but at that point, your job as Castle, everybody on the court
is to be ready for the rock.
Yeah. So I don't.
But you just never know. What if the pass just goes up? There's so many extra factors.
Yeah. I agree with that, but I didn't see it that way when I was watching it. Where he was where I could have saw it oh, this is gonna be turned over. I had the much confidence of this ball is not getting turned over no matter what happens.
I think because of this core and how gritty the Knicks can be, I feel like there was a chance. And
that
De'Aaron
OG just throws another arm.
I think that
that's
De'Aaron,
not his arm.
I think De'Aaron took a calculated risk at that point where it was he knew, hey.
So it was a risk, which is a smart play.
It was a smart play. I definitely agree with some of the stuff that you definitely said there, but I think it's more. I think to give that more of a hint where it was I don't care if Stephon gets fouled here. I don't care if he's the one throwing, shooting free throws. I trust him to make those.
So if it was Keldon Johnson,
I don't think he's passing that back.
So that's why I'm. Wait, what?
Does that make sense?
Passing it to him.
I don't think De'Aaron's passing that to.
Which is not the smart basketball play, right?
But then you would be saying that you would want to kill more clock in this and this. I'm
Yeah,
saying
no,
that
I
the
know,
reason he
but-
passed it to Stephon, I think it's a little bit more hesitant to pass it to Dylan or just a tad bit because
Dylan too?
you're looking at a rookie,
Yeah, but these are players maybe their free throw percentage is not the greatest, but I can give you the rock, and I know you're not gonna do some BS with it, basically. Like, at the end of the day,
I
the
don't think-
worst case scenario here is you get fouled and we're shooting free
I
throws.
think De'Aaron's mindset when he passed it was Stefan's going to get fouled and he's going to shoot free throws. And
Mm-hmm.
I think when he's thinking about that, he's like, I'm comfortable with him shooting free throws. Does that make sense?
No, yeah,
That's
yeah.
in my eyes, I kind of see it more like that. We can agree to disagree on that, though. Like, you know, obviously you think De'Aaron was just making a basketball play.
Mm-hmm.
I think he made a calculated decision where it's like, if I get fouled with the rock here, I'm cool with shooting free throws. And I think if De'Aaron was also okay with Stefan getting fouled specifically with free throws. But I think, like, you're right. Like, if Wemby was wide open, hey, just toss it up to Wemby too. He's a great free throw shooter. But I think I trust the maturity in Stefan. And they even said in their postgame, they asked him, like, how do you feel about him banging that last second three
The
was
Wemby
crazy.
one?
With just Wemby was looking for a bailout.
Yep.
No, here, have it. Shoots it from
I was
the
mad.
logo.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hot in that moment. Were you not hot? That he took most of the shot clock and he decided, you know what, Stefan, here, dog, with 1 second left. Here, dog, do something with it.
I was just
cook.
like, OG's been making some bullshit all game
All
that
game?
I'm like, hey,
Chuck it.
give us one. Like, you know, and we just needed one. And
Was that your honest reaction though when you saw?
Yeah, I came up and screamed. I'm not gonna lie. I was
No,
going crazy.
before it went in.
Oh, before?
Yeah, when
No,
you
I was
saw
like, get the
Wemby-
rebound. I was like, get the damn
Oh,
rebound.
okay.
I was like, get that rebound. That thing's going long. That's
was
what
like-
Stefan said. Stefan's like, I started thinking like I'm gonna go crash the board, and then it went in. But I think what it shows is that this team is really it's a team. It's a full on. These guys
Brotherhood.
love each other like
Oh,
on
yeah,
this squad, and you
100%.
can see it in the way they play. Like I could easily see the pass from Wemby to Stefan last game where it's like they can go at it because like, you know, like Wemby's arguing, what are you doing? And then Stefan's like, you're 7'5" and you can dribble. Why didn't
Oh,
you
the
dribble that?"
banter
Yeah,
between
whereas-
brothers that they're able
Yeah,
to
like they were able to get over that really quickly. Like it was like it didn't even seem like that was a whole like that just happened game 2, you know, where they just lost the game by miscommunicating with each other. And so it was just great that, you know, that we can see that relationship blossom and they're going to be a terrifying duo and then we hope a trio. With Dylan Harper.
I can't wait to see that
So it's
brotherhood
just
get
like,
broken up.
We
When they trade Stefan Castle
they're
and
never breaking
Dylan
that
Harper
up, bro. The
for
Spurs,
Giannis Antetokounmpo
they're never breaking that team up.
and Kuzma
Spurs, if you break
and
this
Kyle
team
Kuzma.
up, it's over. But I just wanted
For
to
Giannis?
No, I wouldn't trade both of
Those
them.
Twin Towers?
Nah, those two.
All right, Dylan Harper.
I think he's great. He's a really
No,
solid.
for
rookie.
Giannis.
No, Dylan Harper straight up for Giannis.
Nah, not straight up.
Oh.
On you got to give us some picks, but
All right, well, I'm not. They're not gonna do that. It's
no,
the salary
just
wouldn't
look,
work.
just look, just think about it. Would you trade Dylan Harper for Giannis?
He's so smooth, bro.
Like the potential of Dylan Harper
He's
is
gonna
insane.
be so smooth. He's gonna be so smooth.
Would you give that up for a couple of years with Giannis and
Wemby?
Wemby
That'd
together?
Be so
That'd be
nasty.
insane,
That'd
huh?
be so but like that wouldn't be enough. They
And-
would want Stefan. too,
No,
or something.
no, they
Yeah.
can't. He's off the books. We'll give him De'Aaron.
No, they don't. Nah, they wouldn't go for that. If I'm the
To
if
make
I'm
the money,
Bucks,
right?
If I'm the Bucks, I'm not going for it.
We gotta make money, right?
No.
De'Aaron.
OKC can offer a better package, I think.
Oh, they can. They got every pick in the book. But again, we gave our props to Stefan Castle. Amazing first half. Again, his defense on the second half.
Clutch 3, clutch free throws.
He did what he had to do. He played tremendous.
Wemby came in, bodied everyone, bullied Jalen Brunson for a bit.
Dylan Harper didn't have the best game.
Not his
but-
best game of the series, but he still had an impactful game.
Yeah, and the stat sheet won't show it
His
either.
rebounding.
Uh,
these guards are really good rebounders. At the
They
end
are.
Of the day.
I mean, they're big. So, like, they're big and they're young. What the freak? Yo.
I don't know if that's a problem.
Yo, what
but
the
jeez,
hell?
All right, boy.
Didn't have like the best night.
Age restricted. Nah.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Chris Hansen just come
But
back.
he had some impactful moments, and he had a lot of moments where you saw, damn, in the future, this guy is gonna be nuts. Like,
So
he-
you're
Huh?
looking at this young.
okay,
young
don't
boy
even.
for his
Nah,
potential.
don't do none of that.
I'm just saying.
Dylan
just
Harper,
Don't catch Daniel near his
De'Aaron Fox, another game where he had some nice moments, but again, such a underwhelming night for him. Would you agree?
I thought he had that clutch. He had that clutch step back, and then he didn't turn the ball over. I think his shooting efficiency
and his shot selection. Like when he's cooking, he's cooking. Like he took Jalen Brunson off the dribble a couple times, but
He had his moments.
he needs to have a better shooting game, I think.
But you're having 3 of your second year guy, a rookie, just kind of outplay you every game. I get it. He's also injured. Like he's playing
He's
off an
coming back off
injury.
that ankle injury, yeah.
So, but at some point, bro, you're gonna have to show why you're the number 2 on that team, and you're gonna have to give us at least something, dog. Like
Stephon is the
he's
number
the
2 on that
what
team.
4th best player on that squad
Yeah.
when he shouldn't be the 4th, 3rd best player. No, 4th best player on that squad. I mean, one of these games has to be a De'Aaron Fox kind of led game where he's not obviously not over Wemby, but he's clearly the second
I
one.
just need 15 and 7 assists. Because he's leading the team in assists.
15,
Give me
bro?
15 points and 7 assists.
I want to see a classic.
efficient,
I want to
though.
give me
No
give me a
turnover.
20, dog.
Give me,
Give
like-
me a
give
20.
me-
The lowest I'm taking is 20, dog.
De'Aaron, give me 15, 7, and 1 turnover. And I promise you they win
Give
that
me
game.
2 turnovers with 20 points with 15 assists.
Okay. Yeah, throw me. Can you turn into prime?
Because I want to see
regular
that
season
pick
James
and
Harden?
roll with Wemby, dog. Like, if they can establish that, bro, that's unstoppable, bro. Especially with older version of De'Aaron Fox. If he could have banged it a little bit more, like down the... Okay, buddy. Like, that bounce before that De'Aaron had, he could have...
Bouncing? What are you bouncing and
Oh,
begging?
my goodness, bro. Yo, this is actually going to get age-restricted, dog. What the hell? But no, for real, his bounce before he'd be able to bang it on people, like, I don't know, dog. I just want to see that
I
pick
think the
and
word you're
roll.
looking for is dunk. But you know,
Oh, yeah. But bang it on him, you feel me?
All right. We're
Like,
just
that
gonna
pick
stick
and
with
roll
it.
should be developing a lot more than what it is.
But I think that's like a next year worry at that point. I don't know.
Because De'Aaron Fox is already older, dog. Like, you're not going to have that pick and roll no more.
But I think I know.
Maybe
You'll
with
see it
Stephon
you'll see it
and
with
Dylan Harper.
You'll see it with Dylan because Stephon isn't.
But we're trading Dylan, remember?
No, we're not. I don't know what you're doing. You know
What
what
do
you're
you
doing?
mean? I'm trading him for Austin Reeves.
You're a Knicks fan.
I'm trading
trying
him
to
for
trade-
Austin Reeves.
You're a Knicks fan.
Austin
trying to
Reeves for
get-
Dylan
trying to
Harper
break
and
break
Wemby.
up that trio.
So it's Lucas,
Look at you. Look at this
Dylan.
Knicks fan, bro.
Okay.
Let's talk about the city, bro. You see how many Spurs fans got jumped after the game? This is who you're rooting for. These are the fans that you were saying. Oh, these are our fans. You know,
I said
they're
they're
gonna bring
passionate.
that energy.
I did say they were passionate.
Yeah.
The fact
That
that they're
city's gonna
jumping.
burn down if they
That's what
lose
I'm
these
saying.
finals.
They
might
want
burn
it, bro.
down.
They want it.
Yeah,
That's
but
how much they want
I'm kind
it.
of scared what happens if they lose.
I'm kind of scared to see what happens when they win. So I'd rather have them
Uh-uh.
lose. Yeah. Oh yeah, brother.
I think
Imagine
they-
when they win, they're gonna go to every NBA fan and like, are you a Knicks fan or not? It's gonna become a whole. Nah, whoa. I'm not gonna say none of this. I have nothing to say besides the fact that it's unacceptable that fans are being like
Beat up. Yeah.
their jerseys being ripped. Like
Yeah.
all of that stuff
Hey,
is
cool,
insane.
y'all. They also went to the game. They paid the
Wild.
ticket prices that are insane in Madison Square Garden. Their team won fair and square. Stop beating the ass for no reason just for walking.
I
down the
sold
street.
my whip so I can get tickets, and they were sold out, dog. Like, what the hell? That's why I had to walk here.
But nah,
Piss
that's
me
funny.
off.
But yeah. So it's just like we just want to. Also, I wanted to ask you one other thing: the refereeing. I know we kind of brushed over it a little bit earlier. I don't know if you have an issue. Do you have an issue with the flagrant that?
I have an issue with the ref
Jalen
calling
Brunson.
him Wemby.
Oh, okay.
Is it
The
Mark
nickname?
David? Is that his name, the ref?
I don't know what refereeing crew it was, but let them ref
He-
again
He, he literally said,
in San Antonio.
Towns grabbing on Wemby's arm. And I said, huh? Wemby's? Brother,
him a nickname?
what? Like, you're calling him what we call him. Are you guys
He's
like,
the GOAT.
are you guys friends? Now that's where it became fishy. But other than that,
Foul
The
on Bron
no-
Bron.
the no
It's like-
calls, the calls, at the end of the day, that's all ticky-tacky. That's all that. I don't think it's becoming an issue like it was in the OKC Lakers series. Everything else after
Alright.
that,
It was never
all
an issue.
right,
It was
bro.
never
Come
an
on.
issue,
It
bro.
was an issue.
OKC
That-
plays ethical basketball. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
I have no
yo,
idea
you
what
almost
you're
made me
talking
choke on. What the hell am I
That-
saying, bro? Yo,
Hey, whoa, relax.
I don't
okay?
even know, dog. We gotta end this thing. Hell no.
But at the end of the day, we're gonna see. Hopefully, we can do a quick
I'm
turnaround.
flustered.
We can do a quick turnaround as well for the next game, which we will be watching tomorrow.
Wait, is
we're
that
gonna be
tomorrow's
going on
game?
Instagram Live tomorrow, just watching. Nah, I'm just playing.
Imagine
But,
what the hell.
Peep actually we just posted the last 2 videos. Thank you for all the
love and support, obviously, from everyone that have like already tuned into those videos. We just posted our Instagram, our story, just with the link. It's also in our bio for our YouTube channel. Like I said, check it out. We're only gonna get better at this as we go.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for the rest of the series. I'm excited for this.
I'm excited to come back and say that it's tied 2-2 and we get more basketball.
I mean, we had
Back
good
USA.
hoops, and we're having great hoops. So at the end of the day, more of this is only better. So if it goes 7, that's the best case
Prediction for
scenario.
next game? You got
Spurs. No,
You got
don't do
Knicks,
that.
Karl Anthony Towns 35.
No, Spurs. I want a
15
Spurs, like, ethical basketball game. I want Stephon Kess to have 25. I want Wemby to have 29, 28.
So what he's been averaging?
Yeah, I want him to have that, but impressive, like in impressive fashion down in the hoop. I got Spurs. That's my final prediction. I got Spurs.
Blowout, close game?
No, I want it to be a close game. I want a game. I have no fight in this thing, bro. I have
got
no
Spurs by
dog in this
15.
fight.
Spurs by 15 next game.
You have a dog in this fight.
Should be easy. I got Dylan Harper going off for 12 points. De'Aaron going off for 15
I want
points.
to see Jalen Brunson drop 40 and Karl Anthony Towns drop 30, and the role players drop whatever they
You
can.
want 70 points out of 2 players? Oh, yeah.
Tell me that wouldn't be nasty. Like, that'd be insane.
And those are the only points
Oh,
you
no,
scored.
don't. Hell no. That'd be
Mikal
insane.
has 1 point.
I'd be pissed. I'd sell the whole team. Mikal has 1 point to 71 points.
He shoots a technical point.
Technical free throw.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
think
just
that's
hope for a nasty, gritty game, and that Wemby shows why he's the greatest player of all time again, and then
Until they're down 3-1, huh? And then-
Stephon shows that he's the best 2 guard in the league. What else? What else bold takes? And that Dylan Harper is the brightest future as a guard in this league as well, and that we trade and cut Keldon Johnson after this series because he sucks.
Trade and cut is crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
But
hope you enjoyed this.
we got Cat not scoring for the 4th quarter again next game too.
You're insane.
Shout
Put
out
a bet on
Daniel's-
that. Put a bet
Daniel's
on that.
favorite player, Daniel's favorite team, not a Lakers fan.
What the
He's a Knicks fan.
freak?
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Y'all
Make sure to
have
tune
a-
into our TikTok because we are going to post soon, and then also the Instagram. So, see you there.
You have a blessed